Greetings and salutations. It's your favorite American truck driver here. I know y'all haven't heard from me in a while, and I guess that can be considered a good thing. I'm still doing some much needed research on the whole automated trucks and AI and whatnot. But after what happened this morning, I had to share this. All I can say is they do exist, entitled people. I'll explain. I had just come across the Louisiana state line here on I-10. As you cross it, there is a Texas rest stop. Now, it's been a lot of heavy rain around here lately, and so there's parts of it flooded. So I pull off and park because I got to use the restroom. I get out, no problems. I lock my door and I proceed to go in. Now, the flood waters were up, like I said. They were slowly receding some. And there was floating trash all over the place. And I'm thinking, dadgum, these people are going to have their hands full getting this cleaned up. And I proceed to walk up the ramp. Whoever built this was a genius because it's all above ground. So I walk in and proceed to the bathroom. Well, I get done with my business. I wash my hands. I come out. And I hear the door to the ladies' room open and close, and feet walking behind me. I think nothing of it. Another person using the restroom. I get outside. And I get these two sharp taps on my shoulder. I turn around. And for lack of a better word, it was one of those people. I guess they exist on the east and west coast, because I've never seen anybody in the south or the west, southwest, central part of the United States ever act like this. She was your typical dyed blonde hair, kind of skinny, and she just had one of these, uppity up haircuts, and she had jeans and a t-shirt on. And I said, "Yes, ma'am, can I help you?" And she's like, "This place is a disaster." And I look around and said, "Yeah, you're absolutely right." And she says, "And the women's restroom's out of paper." I had to search around to find paper to use the restroom. I'm like, confused. I say, "I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe they'll get everything figured out." And so I walked down the ramp thinking nothing else of it. I thought it was weird. And then proceed to take out my last cigarette out of my pack. And I'm fixing to light it. The next thing I know is I see this thin arm come up and snatch the cigarette out of my mouth. That set me off. You don't do that, by the way, to a smoker, especially when it's the last one in their pack. And I turn around and it's her. And I'm going, "What are you doing, lady?" She says, "Why are you ignoring me? I know you work here. I kid you not." Now, I'm going to take this moment to let you see something. This is the shirt I'm wearing. This is my belt buckle. This is my hat. These are my boots. Does this look like a Texas state employee's uniform to you? I don't think so. So, she starts ranting and raving at me She knows I work here. I need to clean this place up, and I need to go into that storeroom and immediately get her toilet paper. I show her my keys. Has a big KW for Kenworth on one of them. I say, lady, you see this? I'm a truck driver. And she tries to take my keys and says, give me that. I'll go in the storeroom myself. I'm freaking out here. Okay? Now, for the record, I did not hit her. My daddy and my mama taught me better. But she goes to try and hit me. I'm blocking with my arms, just like this. Never touching her with my hand. Whole time she's screaming and cussing at me. Now, little bit of it, God bless my wife, I told her about this, and she got this girl's accent and everything to the letter. I'm talking one of those, totally, that's the kind of voice she was using. And, you know, she's like, I was like, seriously, this is like a uniform? Like, for sure, you're wearing a hat and cowboy boots and that buckle, you work here, because you're in Texas. And I'm just, anyways, karma, thank God a state trooper pulls up. And, I mean, literally just pulls up right next to us. And I'm going, okay, this could go one of two ways. Because I didn't see any security cameras around. So, he gets out and separates us. Puts her to the back of the car, and I'm in the front. And I'm in front of the video camera, just in case something happens. So where I'm in video and there's, you know, audio. At least I hope there was. So he goes back there, gets her statement, and then walks up to me with this look on his face like, this can't be happening. So I'm waiting. And he says, she said you assaulted her and wouldn't help her out because you work here? And I'm staying cool and calm. And I'm going, sir, do I look like I work here? I mean, yeah, I have a cowboy hat on and boots and a belt buckle, but does that make me an employee here? I thought they had uniforms. And he says they do. And then I proceed to tell him what happened to me. So right now it's he said, she said. And she's putting on the waterworks and everything. And I'm going, oh, great. You know, this doesn't look good. Thank God. Thank God there were other truck drivers there. This little Hispanic, Maria, if you watch this, gracias. This little Spanish truck driver gets out and is quickly walking over. Young lady, I'd say maybe 30s. Now, mind you, the lady who attacked me kept saying I should respect my elders. This lady looked younger than she looked like she was in her 20s. Do I look younger than her? I'm in my 40s, people. Anyways, a little Hispanic truck driver comes up with her cell phone, says, excuse me, officer? And she had a pretty accent, I'll admit it. And she says, yes, are you a part of this? And before she can say another word, Crazy Girl says, and arrest his girlfriend too, pointing at her. What? I'm serious, people. I wish I could make this up. Anyway, she said, I saw what began to happen, and I saw this gentleman walk from his truck, which is parked next to mine, when I got up from my rest break. And then I saw him being followed by this woman. So I had my phone checking things, and something told me to record. So I recorded a video. That's right. Video evidence. Thank you, Maria. God keep you safe on the road, sweetheart. So the cop takes one look at the video. In the meantime, she's still ranting and raving at the back of the car. He says, excuse me. Goes over there, says, I don't know what he said. I'm figuring he placated her somehow and got her into the back of his vehicle without handcuffs or without a fuss. I'm like, okay, wow. And he came up. Come to find out, that's what he did. He said, look, I need to take your statement. I need to take care of these two. You mind sitting in the back so you're not in the way of any trouble? So she did. And he saw the whole video and said, can you send this to my cell phone? To this cell phone? I don't know how many cell phones they carry, but anyways, that's neither here nor there. He looked at me and says, do you want to press charges? And I said, no, sir, I don't have time. I got to deliver in Laredo. Right now, I'm on my rest break. That's why I'm making this video. I said, I got to make my run to Laredo today. He's like, okay, that's fine. I still got enough on her for assault and everything else. And that was it. I remember him saying he's going to have to call for a female backup to frisk her. Smart on his part. So I'm walking back to my truck to take off. Meantime, crazy Western girl here is looking out the window like this. And I turn around and I'm seeing her do this. And I just take my keys like this. Smile and wave. Unlock my truck door and get inside. The police car starts rocking. So I'm pretty sure she understands the jig's up. She's upset. I don't know if she was on drugs. I don't know if she was just nuts. All I know is these people exist. I never thought I'd run into one. So she was either on drugs, she was crazy, entitled, or all three. I don't know. Y'all just be careful out there, please. I mean, you never know when you're going to run into something like this. I never expected it in my lifetime. So, y'all stay safe out there. Keep the rubber side down. And I'll see y'all around.